Hi, my name is Jessica Carson, author of Wired This Way, and welcome to today's mini lecture on the courageous creator. So the courageous creator is going to be the entrepreneur who says, just do it, just go for it, just say yes, just start that company, just end that relationship, just do it and figure it out. So these individuals navigate the world through rose-tinted lenses, and they have this beautiful belief that everything will just kind of work out. They have a hopefulness and an emotional fortitude about them that allows them to remain positive and resilient in the face of challenge and adversity. So this is often referred to as risk tolerance, although there are some differences between optimism and risk tolerance. But it comes with this positive explanatory style. So when, for example, you have a business setback, instead of viewing it as, oh, well, everything is awful now, you would explain it as, oh, well, it's an incredible learning experience, and I think we're going to come back even stronger now. And so individuals may not only have a risk tolerance, but also a risk preference. So these kinds of individuals are actually going to seek out situations that are more risky, whether that's in gambling or drugs or sex or bungee jumping or business risks, because they actually feel very alive and very stimulated when they are taking those risks. So the psychology and genetics of the courageous creator, it is dopamine fueled. So what that means, dopamine is the reward neurotransmitter. And while it's often known as the pleasure chemical, it is more aptly named a motivation neurotransmitter because it motivates us to pursue certain things and tolerate certain thresholds for arousal when that comes to newness or sensation or risk. So optimism is characteristic of successful leaders. They often have goal conflict because they say yes to everything, that they end up finding themselves either overcommitting or finding themselves with conflicting or contradictory demands. The challenge with optimism is that it often lacks a rational justification. So, whereas many people who are positive because there is a reason for them to be positive, the truly optimistic person is going to be positive despite a lack of that rational justification. And unfortunately, these high rates of optimism, high tendencies towards optimism, are often responsible for the high rates of new venture failure, irrational decision making, and unchecked fantasizing among entrepreneurs. So the motivation for the courageous creator is going to be look on the bright side, just see the positive, see everything as glass half full. The mantra is yes, so just go for it, just do it, just try it. But the tension in their experience, so the friction that they tend to experience, is this tension between resilience versus ignorance. So resilience is this positivity, the sense that everything's going to be okay, but ignorance is often the shadow of that, where there's a lot of naivete and a lot of sort of foolishness operating. So when we look at the light and the dark of the courageous creator, this is what we see. We see on one hand, these are opportunistic and gritty and upbeat and spirited individuals, but on the dark side are often impulsive and delusionally optimistic, or they're coming across as rash and immature. So I now encourage you to read the chapter on the courageous creator to learn all about what you can do to fly a little less close to the sun.